Burkina Faso's president, Captain Ibrahim Traore, has made a historical speech at the Alliance of the Sahel States, first Heads of State Summit in Niamey in Niger. As I talk about it, I have all the goosebumps, it's a very, very historical speech that every African should listen. Let us listen it together.
Comrades of the various governments of the AES, dear participants of the first summit of the heads of state of the IAS, good morning. It is a great pleasure and an honor to be here today. A blessed date, a memorable date, the CIG 2024 here in Niamey. First of all, let us give thanks to God who allowed this day to be. We thank him for everything he has done for us until today and everything he will do for the people of the AES. Let me also pay tribute to the Nigerian people. This people who have suffered so much since the advent of the CIG and who continue to stand up. Thank you to the Nigerians who gave us a warm welcome yesterday when we swept the soil of our homeland here. You are more than friends. You are more than neighbors. You are our brothers. You are our sisters. Because brotherhood goes beyond friendship or neighborhood. We have the same blood that flows in our veins. In our veins flows the blood of these valiant warriors who fought and reserved this land that we call Mali, Burkina, and Niger. In our veins flows the blood of these valiant warriors who helped the whole world get rid of Nazism and many other plagues. In our veins flows the blood of these valiant warriors who were deported from Africa to Europe, America, Asia, or elsewhere, and who helped build these states during slavery. In our veins flows the blood of worthy men, robust men, standing men. And for this, let us be proud and be grateful for being descendants of the AES. And Africa, this continent that has suffered so much and continues to suffer because of imperialists. These imperialists have only one cliché in mind. Africa is the empire of slaves. This is how they see Africa. For them, Africans belong to them. Our lands belong to them. Our subsoils belong to them. They have never been able to change the logic until today. This is deplorable. But how do they proceed? Unfortunately, it is since the 1960s when these 6 miracles of independence were given to Africa. They just placed local valets at the head, according to them, of their sub-prefecture to be able to continue to feed them. These local valets that we are going to call slaves of Salon have no other purpose than to seek to live like the master, to satisfy the master, and to do everything that the master dictates to them. They steal, they plunder our states, they bring everything to the master, and their wealth is kept with the master. They do everything to live like the master and always satisfy him. When the master commands, they execute. Do you know who these slaves of Salon are? Well, we are going to explain to you what they are. These are individuals who have no dignity, who have no morals, who have no personality. But the slave master has always known how to identify these individuals. They are always ready to betray their brother to satisfy the master. They have betrayed us since independence, and others continue to betray us to the benefit of their master. These individuals continue against all odds to plunder Africa, to help the master plunder Africa. They like to say it every year in their economic poll that Burkina is the poorest country, that Mali is the poorest country, that Niger is the poorest country. We are ranked among the last. Very well if we are as poor as they say, but when the time has come to take responsibility, we have asked this master to leave the place. Why don't they want to leave? When we take the case of Niger, for more than 40 years, some countries have been exploiting uranium to produce energy at home. From Ottawa to Paris, the streets are illuminated. It is the light. But in Niger, it is the darkness that has served us. When you leave our states, our soils are full of precious metals, such as gold. But often there is not even the slightest access road to reach the areas where they exploit gold, even less certain basic social services. This is why we have decided to revolt.
Are you constantly being pulled in every direction while you search online for the perfect funnel for your coaching business?
The fate of our countries into our own as where they exploit gold, even less certain basic social services. This is why we have decided to revolt and to take the fate of our countries into our own hands. There are many other examples. But when we decided this way, well, we were approached by some saloon slaves to pass on the message of their master. Because they had created this kind of polymer chain that rises to the heads of our states to serve them. And we came to break the chain. And it is inconceivable for them. They approached us and asked us to enter the ranks to be part of the elite that must lead Africa. Because they have an elite formed and trained that must follow, that are embedded in this chain. We refused to enter their ranks, and from then on, the hostilities began. They made several mercenaries, deformers, agents, to come down to the Sahel to lead barbaric, cowardly attacks against our people, hoping to revolt them. In addition to these attacks on the ground, the communication attacks, the manipulation, the disinformation are full in their ranks. But the people of the Sahel have understood that we will never be able to manipulate them again. They know where they come from, they know what they do, and they know where they are going. We will no longer allow this. People are awake, and people are fighting today, not for ourselves, but for future generations. And thank you all for the fight that has been fought. This never makes us cry. We will not tremble. We will face. We will fight for real independence, for our freedom. Because to frighten the people of the Sahel, these individuals have only 3 words in their mouths: democracy, freedom, human rights. Of course, their local values are only elected in a democratic, free, and transparent process according to their values. What is more normal than to impose this on us? Because they are the ones who write the rules. Very well. We have decided to take responsibility. This is why, on June 26, 2023, when Niger decided to turn the page, the slaves of Salon and their masters got on their horses. They put their local values forward and decided to wage a war against the Nigerian people. We therefore said anyone who dares to take up arms in Nigeria will face us. Because we will wage a war without mercy to the last drop of blood for anyone who dares to attack our states. This word, this decision we made yesterday, is current today and will be current tomorrow and forever. Thus, we won the EIS on September 16, 2023, in a mutual defense architecture. But we felt it was necessary to extend and expand the EIS architecture. What brings us together today must allow us to go to other areas in addition to defense, including finance and economy, infrastructure, health, education, and so on. I therefore wish this moment to be for us a story that we will write for the EIS, but above all, for Africa and for the whole world. May God illuminate each and every one of us. May God inspire us in the tasks entrusted to us. And above all, when we do all our work, may we have only one thing in mind: the supreme interest of our populations. On this, we once again pray good God that He accompanies us all in our different tasks, that He protects our fighters, who, thanks to them, allow us to sit here and exchange about the future of our states. So once again, thank you, Nigerian people. Be united and united as one, people of the EAS, the homeland, or the death.
What one can say after such a powerful speech. All I want to do, all I want to be after hearing is that, can I be adopted to be a Burkinabe? I mean, what beautiful moment in history to be part of this history in the making, story in the making. Let's not make it just his, it's her story as well. Beautiful. Ibrahim Traore should be protected at all costs, you know, at all costs. This one, it goes down to generations. If you are living today, if you are hearing this today, then you should be able to contribute wherever you are in whatever means you have as an African. This should not be the time where we will pass history to our children that there was this Pan-African man, there was this revolutionary man, but unfortunately he was taken away by CIA or any other agencies in this world. This should be a story that we should write together with the Burkinabes, together with the Nigerians, together with the Malians. If we don't do that, history shall record our judgment. Thank you. Thank you, Ibrahim Traore. And thank you, Nigerians and all the Sahel people, for your resilience. Africa is watching you. Whatever you do, you're doing it on behalf of Africa. So know that you have a lot of weight on your shoulder. Yeah, thank you.